Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Devanadi Vishnunadi Nadishwari Gange Devasagi Sursartar Suradwani Gange Aniratnata Dhruvananda Mandakini Gange Tripatika Vishnupaka Devapaka Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami Gange Bhagirathi Jahnvi Surisari Gange Shatnamancha Chatnamami 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 Gange
Namami Gange, Namami Gange. Him, her, and her. Every one of us has to take some responsibility to clean this mighty river.
National Mission for Clean Ganga is here to transform the river that has become a victim to industrial pollution and human wastage down the centuries. Giving back as a duty lies at the center of this initiative.
The challenge extends to multiple sectors and crores of stakeholders. Like many game-changing initiatives of our times, India looks up to its youth to pick up this challenge, to be a beacon of hope for generations to come.
Life began here. It will end here. And Ganga Maiya will look after me for as long as I'm on this planet. 30 cities, 70 towns, thousands of villages, 440 million people. One giant lifeline, the Ganga. 1/3 of Indians, 2/3 of Bangladeshis subsist on it. In Uttar Pradesh's Ganga-Jamna-Dua belt, nearly 70% of the population is directly or indirectly involved in agriculture. The area is called India's breadbasket. Wheat, rice, lentils, sugarcane, maize, sorghum, oilseeds, vegetables and legumes. It's an endless list. Between two of the Ganga's biggest canals, first at Hardwar and the second at Narora, some 18,000 kilometers are naturally irrigated. Then you have animal husbandry, cows, buffaloes, goats and a host of other animals. The last 3 decades have seen a shift from subsistence farming to commercial farming. Demand for the river's waters has grown manifold, and sustainable management balancing out withdrawal and care has become even more important. From farming to industry, the tanneries of Kanpur violate the river at will, yet are nothing without it for the sheer amount of its water that they use. Over 3,000 factories along the Ganga's course depend on the river for their need of water. In West Bengal, the jute industry combines agriculture with industry. From basic sustenance to cure, more than 450 medicinal plants in the Ganga Shivalik basin, some of not available anywhere else in the world, are intrinsic to Ayurvedic treatments. And here again, it's gone beyond local subsistence to commercial production, factories and businesses that manufacture and pack and market worldwide. Move further downstream to the deltas of Bengal is central to diets, with the river the backbone of freshwater fishing in India. Thousands of people and hundreds of fishing communities get food and a source of income. An entire way of life depends completely on the Ganga to survive. The fisherman navigates through his own fishing areas. The bigger picture says huge potential in trade, industrial and commercial navigation down the Ganga. The National Waterway 1 between Allahabad and Haldia will change the face of things there in a year's time or less. Then, the tourism industry. Millions from India and around the world travel to the banks of the Ganges every year.
Spiritual journey, you know what? Last night was really emotional, and I didn't expect it to be, but I literally had tears running down my face.
And pilgrimage is just one end of the spectrum. Water sports, whitewater rafting, and more are a massive draw. With every one of these dependencies, man dependent on this river for life and a livelihood, a single question crops up each time. Does the mother not deserve better protection? Is the assault not a black mark on all that humanity stands for? Because development doesn't always mean things get better.
Bhagavati tavatire niramatra shanogam Bhagavati tavatire niramatra shanogam Vigata vishaya trishna Krishna maradayami Vigata vishaya trishna Krishna maradayami Sakala kalusha bhange Swarga sopana sange Sakala kalusha bhange Swarga sopana sange Dharana taratarange Devi Gange Prasida 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 Namami Gange 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 Namami Gange.
This quiz, titled Meri Ganga, is designed and conceptualized to energize just this momentum. The Ministry of Water Resources, in collaboration with Doordarshan, sees this 16-episode event as a milestone in its gigantic exercise and effort.
We have divided these teams into 6 earmarked zones, all the union territories and states covered, such as North Zone, North Central Zone, East Zone, North Eastern Zone, South Zone, and finally the West Zone. All the states that live on the banks of river and those who derive succor from it wherever in India that they are.
So you have North Zone, Chandigarh, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab and Rajasthan. North Central Zone, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Bihar. East Zone, Andaman and Nicobar, Sikkim, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. North Eastern Zone, the Seven Sisters, Assam, Tripura Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram and Meghalaya. South Zone, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Telangana, Kerala, Puducherry and Lakshadweep. And finally, the West Zone, Goa, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Daman and Div, Dadar and Nagar Haveli. Schools from around India, both government and private, have been invited to participate in the quiz on the grandeur of the Ganga, the pollution assault and measures to protect the river under the National Clean Ganga Mission. A total of 24 teams from the 6 mentioned zones have been shortlisted to compete at the national level through quarter-final rounds, 3 semi-final rounds and a single grand final. Over these 10 rounds in all, the 24 teams will compete in front of the camera in a quiz game show with buzzer rounds, rapid fire rounds, visual rounds and more. Let's just go over how it works out. 6 quarter-finals, 4 teams in each contest. The 2 top teams in each contest progress to semi-final stage. We have a total of 12 teams making it to the semi-final. 3 semi-finals. 4 teams in each contest. The top team in each contest progresses to the final. A total of 3 teams make it to the final. These teams will compete for the title. The winner gets a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees. The first runner-up wins rupees 50,000 and there is 25,000 rupees for the second runner-up.
Those are the participants who have been selected through the MyGov app. You also have a chance to participate in this quiz by answering a question which will be shown towards the end of the program. Please read the question and send your answers on the link shown on the screen. Your answers must reach us by 5 p.m. on the coming Wednesday. The names of the winners chosen by a computer draw will be presented on the coming episodes of the series. Special prizes will be given to winners with the right answers. Now let us meet the teams from the North Zone.
The Amity International School at Saket, New Delhi is one of the premier institutions of Amity International chain of schools across the National Capital Region of Delhi. The imposing ambience amidst lush greenery is conducive to the learning of young minds. The achievers plug hard in the lobby bears testimony to its illustrious student. Our camera team visited the school premises to feel the pulse of students who took part in the online Meri Ganga Quiz for zonal competition.
The Meri Ganga Quiz is a great initiative that has been taken, and it is very important to bring in this kind of heritage education into all our schools. Amity, in fact, has been a forerunner in getting heritage education to the children of all the classes. Rivers are sacred to our country, and Ganga is the most revered river in our country.
Our theme motto is modernity blends with tradition, and Ganga is our tradition. And here we teach our children the importance of rivers in all Amity schools.
The school upholds importance to the conservation of nature and rivers in particular, facing the onslaught of pollution.
All these compilation of we have a certain rights, we have a certain...
Students in roaring numbers have pitched in MyGov app to content in Meri Ganga Quiz.
Meri Ganga Quiz!
The initiative of Prime Minister with Namami Gange program, of which this Meri Ganga Quiz is an important part, is an excellent opportunity for the children to learn about this important river of India.
Harsaj Singh and Pranav Gupta, both of 9th standard, have clinched their entry.
I think that it is a great initiative taken by Doordarshan to host a quiz on it and enlighten the students with all the issues concerning the river so that they can become more knowledgeable and maybe in the future provide solutions to improve Ganga's situation.
I think the Meri Ganga Quiz is a great initiative because it will provide awareness to every student in this country. And when the students have awareness, then only can they improve the condition of the river Ganga, which is obviously getting very polluted. and needs immediate action.
There is wholehearted support to the Meri Ganga initiative from the Amity fraternity.
It's very important that young generation should know about not only mythology about the river, but also history, geography, why it is important. So it's a wonderful initiative.
Ganga, as it is, we know that it is the lifeline of India, and we need to know everything associated with Ganga. So this is a very good initiative, and I hope these type of quizzes are going to be continued in future also.
We find teachers vouching for the cause of Ganga and commending the initiative of Meri Ganga Quiz. Teachers harp on the cultural impact on the Ganga while interacting with students. Students listen with rapt attention. What is the preparation strategy and what is the chance of winning it? Students take pride in their newfound awareness of the Ganga.
I would really wish the team does really well. I wish them all the best for what they are doing, and I hope many such initiatives are taken in forthmost days so that everyone is prepared for it and we somehow get connected to what we have endured more.
Both Harsad Singh and Pranav Gupta resolved to win this quiz contest.
I am preparing with full enthusiasm. I am reading many books and preparing from various online sources, and my teachers are also helping me. I think that Ganga is a really important part of Indian culture, and it's a very important part of India.
I have participated in many quizzes, but the Meri Ganga quiz is my first TV quiz, and obviously I am very excited for it, and I will settle for nothing but the first prize. I am studying from books, newspapers, magazines, and obviously the internet.
I wish my children all the best as they go on for the quiz rounds.
I wish them all the best.
Best of luck, students.
All the best.
All the very best.
We are coming in Meri Ganga Quiz, and we are going to win it.
A warm welcome to all the contestants to this landmark quiz.
Coming back to our focus and purpose, returning to clean Ganga. Because this is more than a river. Down the centuries, Ganga has given rise to myriad of cultures, popular and otherwise, in cities and populations living along its banks.
And this popular culture plays an important role in India's own identity. It needs to be celebrated and revered. Take a look.
Faith, hope, culture, sanity, and so much else. The Ganga Aarti performed at sunset along the banks of the Ganga is steeped in a symbolism that unites the entire river all at once. That diya swept in a circular motion stands for the light that the sun and the Ganga relay to mortals on earth each day. No hesitations, no discriminations, no expectations. This is for every living being on earth. Nowhere in the world does a river influence popular culture and has done through thousands of years as the Ganga does in India. Because this is more than a river. She is the goddess whose divine purity cleanses past sins and karma of all who wash themselves in her waters, aiding their path to moksha. For believers, she is the path to elevating the soul to the highest levels of spiritual merit, visible in the temples. This is the first of over 10,000 temples along the course of the Ganga. The Gangotri temple, built only in the late 18th century, hundreds of centuries after the birth of the river. It's also the starting point of the Char Dham pilgrimage, including Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath. Move downstream to Rishikesh. Dozens of ashrams line its banks. The city has been christened the yoga capital of the world. Its culture and traditions, its very identity, is intricately woven around the Ganga.
I am from Brazil and I came here to Rishikesh to learn yoga, to do my teacher training course here. And this place is amazing and I am falling in love with here.
And I'm here in India and Rishikesh to learn yoga. I'm here for 1 month and I will be doing yoga teach training in Om Shanti Om. That's it. And you have a beautiful country. I'm so happy to be here. I love the culture and I love everything about India, also the food.
Haridwar, marking the river reaching the plains, is also steeped in the same fervor. The dip and snan for salvation, the ghats, the artis, the diyas. The Kumbh Mela in Haridwar and at the Triveni Sangam in Prayagraj marks a congregation of humanity unknown anywhere else on earth. The Kumbh, every 12 years, that itself is steeped in rich mythology, creates fresh folklore and legend of its own. So many of our annual festivals are intertwined so deeply with the piousness of the Ganga. Farming and harvest festivals pay obeisance to her at every step. Take a look at some that stand out. The Ganga Dashehra, celebrated in the month of Jeshtha in June, commemorates the day the Ganga came down from the heavens to earth. Devotees worship the river as the mother and goddess. Special pujas and artis are performed. A highlight is the Ganga Chunari, an idol of Ganga wrapped in 108 colorful saris. Clay and water from the river is taken home for daily worship.
यहाँ पे जो है मतलब काफ़ी सारे फेस्ट मनाए जाते हैं गंगा जी को लेके और यहाँ पर जो है गंगा दशहरा एक स्नान होता है जहाँ पे लोग स्नान करने के लिए आते हैं गंगा जी में जगह जगह से पंजाब, हरियाणा, दिल्ली.
On to a festival that finds huge fervor in East UP and Bihar, the Chhat Puja in honor of the sun god, with the Ganga an integral aspect of the celebration. For the woman praying for the well-being of her son, rituals involve bathing and fasting and standing in the Ganga's waters for hours on end, the purification ahead of offering the Arakhya to the sun. The 5-day Ganga Mahotsav in Varanasi specifically celebrates the spirituality, the purity and power of Ma Ganga, the identity and pride the river gives to the people of India, as well as the nourishment it provides. Dev Deepavali, celebrated on Kartik Purnima in Varanasi, sees the ghats spectacularly alight with diyas, a sight for tourists and pilgrims alike. The gods themselves, they say, come down from the heavens on this day to bathe in the river, one celebration that's a must-see in a lifetime. Finally, among the thousands of celebrations that continue round the year along the river, Ganga Sagar Tirth is special. The Ganga Sagar dip on Makar Sankrant hosts people from around the world for a sacred dip at the confluence of the Ganga and the Bay of Bengal.
स्वर्ग की परछाइयाँ दिखती तेरे आंचल तले, माँ तेरी हर बूंद में बहती हुई ममता मिले, तू हथेली तन पे फेरे मन को भी निर्मल करे, जिस तरह को तू छुए जीवन से उसको सींच दे, लेके आया हर कोई बस पाप तुझको सौंपने, फिर भी तू बहती चले सबको लगा करके गले स्वाद अमृत का तुझे ही झूम कर जाना प्रसीद 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 नमामि गंगे 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 नमामि गंगे
How many youngsters in our cities are familiar with our oldest, grandest and most glorious of our rivers, Mother Ganga? To her contribution to our culture, history, tradition and industries. It is this knowing, this awareness that will play the biggest part. It is the biggest ingredient in stopping the pollution to the most pristine of our rivers.
Knowledge is power, and power is protection. And protection is what our river Ganga requires today. Protection from its own people, protection from industrial pollution, protection from devouring encroachment and violations that threaten its very existence.
This campaign is an attempt to raise the consciousness and awareness of people to push them to act. Because if not now, then when?
गंगा के वजह से ही पूरे बनारस किसान है और पूरे बनारस की जीविका गंगा के द्वारा ही है, क्योंकि गंगा में आने वाले तीर्थयात्री आएंगे और तभी लोग सामान भी परचेज करेंगे, होटल भी चलेगा, ठहरने वालों का भी चलेगा, सामान खरीदने वालों का भी चलेगा, पंडितों का भी चलेगा, मंदिर का भी चलेगा। सारा कार्यक्रम गंगा और विश्वनाथ से ही यहाँ है केंद्रित है, क्योंकि पृथ्वी पर न मान के 9 खंड पृथ्वी है, 10वां खंड काशी ये शंकर के त्रिशूल पर है, इसलिए अभिमुक्त क्षेत्र माना जाता है। विश्व के कोने कोने से आदमी यहाँ आते हैं और ये घाट काशी का सबसे बड़ा घाट है।
मैं 2 साल पहले यहाँ आया था और अब मैं देख रहा हूँ कि कितना ज़्यादा परिवर्तन हो चुका है यहाँ हरिद्वार में भी और जगहों पर भी। रिपोर्टेडली जो है आपका बनारस में, इलाहाबाद में बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट हो चुकी है। और इसमें सिर्फ एक ये गवर्नमेंट का ही काम नहीं होता है कि गंगा को सफाई करनी है। यहाँ पर जो श्रद्धालु आते हैं, जिस श्रद्धा से आते हैं, उनका भी ये फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि यहाँ पर सफाई का ध्यान रखा जाए और जो एक अभियान हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने छेड़ा हुआ है उसको एक कामयाब बनाए।
गंगा हमारी माँ है, हमारा घर है। आप कृपया करके इसको जितना साफ रख सके उतना रखिए, ताकि हमारे आने वाली जो पुश्तें, हमारे वाली पीढ़ियाँ हैं, उनको इनके दर्शन करने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हो।
It's the first time I'm near Ganga and I think I feel fresh and emotional and spiritual like the Ganga here. It's very nice, very clean to be in this place.
हर महीने आते हैं, लेकिन इस महीने कुछ अलग सा ही दिखाई दिया है। बहुत ही श्रद्धा भावना बढ़ती जा रही है। यहाँ पे पानी बहुत स्वच्छ और निर्मल होता जा रहा है।
This is our first visit to Haridwar and we have heard a lot about it. Like, you know, people come here to wash their sins. And this truly is a divine place to be at. It is so peaceful. The chantings which go on for 24/7 make your soul so pure, and we are just loving it. And you know, looking at the cleanliness, and I assure you, like, you know, I have heard from people from past 4-5 years, the cleanliness that has been maintained by the team out here is recommendable.
मैं अपनी माता जी के पिंड दान करने के लिए मैं दिल्ली से हरिद्वार आया हूँ, उनकी सुख शांति के लिए। और मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि गंगा मैया स्वच्छ रहे, साफ़ सुथरी बनी रहे। मेरी यही शुभकामना है। सभी को मैं यही प्रेरणा करता हूँ।
गंगा में कभी भी गंदगी ना फैलाएं। यहाँ पे पॉलीथीन या कोई ऐसे सिक्के, कोई ऐसी चीज़ ना डालें जिससे हमारी गंगा मैली ना हो। हमें इसको पवित्र रखना है।
गंगा बड़ी गोदावरी, तीर्थ बड़े प्रयाग, छाला बड़ी समुद्र की, पाप कटे हरिद्वार।
तो सर्वप्रथम स्थान इस हरिद्वार भूमि को गंगा माता को दिया गया है सभी तीर्थों में। तो मेरा सभी से अनुरोध है, सभी देश की जनता से अनुरोध है कि गंगा के प्रति हम जितना भी हो सके तन मन धन से स्वच्छता की ओर अग्रसर रहें और माँ गंगा को स्वच्छ करने की हमें एक दूसरे से अपील करनी चाहिए और एक दूसरे का हाथ बढ़ाकर माता गंगा को स्वच्छ रखना चाहिए।
I've come here to Rishikesh to learn yoga and also to learn about Reiki. I'm very fascinated by these kind of things, and I hope the river Ganga can help me in growing and learning more about myself and everything else.
I'm here in Rishikesh to learn yoga and get some Indian wisdom, and I really appreciate to be here. I like Indian food. The Ganga seems to be clear and nice, and today I jumped in the river above the mountains, Himalaya.
हरिद्वार में भी ऐसे बहुत सारे काम चल रहे गंगा की सफाई को लेके। हम लोग भी अपना योगदान देते हैं, जहाँ पे भी मौका मिले हम अपना हाथ सहयोग देते हैं कि सफाई करें अच्छे से, और लोगों के जो इतने दूर दूर से आते हैं उनके सामने एक अच्छा इमेज रहे कि हाँ ये गंगा साफ है और यहाँ पे ये एक पवित्र है। इसको एक रिलीजियस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट स्थान है हमारे हिंदू माइथोलॉजी में, तो हमें कोशिश करना है कि इसको साफ रखें।
पानी जो तेरा खारा, तेरे आंसू की धारा, कैसे मैं देखो संतान हूँ। माना है तुझे माँ, ये धर्म है मेरा, मैं तुझे तेरा वो सम्मान दूँ। नमामि गंगे, नमामि गंगे, नमामि गंगे,
Of all the places along the banks of Ganga that we have talked about, or for that matter, of any other place on this earth, few cities match the glory and brilliance of Varanasi, the city of lights.
A large part of this derives from the fact that this cradle of civilization has undergone many evolutions and revolutions and cultural changes like no other city on earth.
And what has emerged from it spells pure magic.
And restoring Varanasi to its age-old glory is the definite step ahead as we look to define the city of cities.
How do you define a city with hundreds of dimensions at any given instant? How do you define a city that blends religion and legend and folklore and culture and modern reality all at once? How do you define a city with over 100 names that it has collected down its ancient, multi-hued history? Varanasi, Banaras, just two titles today's India holds up after the Ghats and the mythological king Benar. The city was also Jitwari, the place where business is good, or Pushpawati, the flower garden city, or Molini, the lotus garden city. Perhaps the foundation came from Kashi, first mentioned in the Buddhist texts from the first millennium BC, to the dawn of coins and commerce. Mark Twain, who was enthralled by its legend and sanctity, wrote, "Banaras is older than history, older than tradition, older even than legend, and it looks twice as old as all of them put together."
संपूर्ण विश्व में सबसे प्राचीन नगरी काशी को माना गया है। यह बाबा विश्वनाथ ने जब इसका चयन किया, सतयुग के प्रथम चरण में राजा दिवोदास का शासनकाल जब काशी में था, वह परम वैष्णव भक्त थे। उनसे अनुमति लेकर के बाबा विश्वनाथ ने काशी में प्रवेश किया था। बाबा विश्वनाथ के विषय में यह कहा जाता है कि सानंद मानंद वने वसंतम आनंद कंदम हत पाप वृंदम वाराणसी नाथम नाथनाथम श्री विश्वनाथम शरणम प्रपद्ये.
And this is the picture of the city that stands out. 88 ghats along the river, the grandest of river frontages in India. An array of shrines, temples, palaces that rise tier on tier from the banks. More than 1 million pilgrims visit each year.
आने वाले यात्रियों के द्वारा जो धन प्राप्त होता है उसी से हम लोग अपना सारा कार्यक्रम करते हैं. बच्चों की शिक्षा, लड़कियों की शादी, बच्चों की शिक्षा, लड़कियों की शादी, मरने का काम, जितना भी कार्यक्रम जीवन में होता है वो गंगा जी के द्वारा ही होता है. इसलिए हम लोगों को गंगा जी पर पूर्ण आस्था है, पूर्ण विश्वास है. इसलिए गंगा के किनारे हम लोग कई पीढ़ियों से हैं. 5-7 पीढ़ियाँ मेरी गुजर गई. यहाँ बैठते बैठते 45 साल तो मुझे भी हो गया. मेरे पिताजी 60 साल बैठे, मेरे ग्रैंड फादर 50 साल बैठे, उसके पहले फोर फादर बैठे, उसके पहले ग्रैंड फोर फादर बैठे.
And the intricate maze of bylanes, even if a mess in modern urban terms, spell pure magic. It's Lord Shiva's city. In many ways, it is to Hinduism what Mecca became to Islam and the Vatican to the Catholic Church. The ultimate pilgrimage spot for ages. Birth here, death along these banks, cremation along the Ganga at Banaras is said to assure moksha. For 3,000 years, the city has been a center of learning and civilization. A symbol of the Hindu Renaissance, knowledge, philosophy, culture, spiritualism, art and craft. They've all flourished here for centuries on end. The city has been home to the country's greatest exponents of dance and music. There's a glaring flip side though, the amount of wastewater and ritualistic effluents and industrial pollution that enter the river here. The city generates 300 MLD of sewage, expected to rise to 390 MLD by 2030. The challenge has been huge. The National Mission for Clean Ganga looks at Varanasi as a focal point of its activities. On the mission's agenda, creating riverfront development, river surface cleaning, sewerage treatment capacity, biodiversity conservation, public awareness, and industrial effluent monitoring. And over the last 5 years, the results are visible. Work is underway on interceptor sewers for rivers Varuna and Assi. 3 pumping stations are being developed at Chauka Ghat, Pulwaria and Saraiya. Rehabilitation work is on for old trunk sewers, ghat pumping stations and existing STPs. Sewage management infrastructure in Varanasi has been overhauled. To address floating waste concerns, a trash skimmer is operational in Varanasi since April 2017.
जहाँ 2014 से पहले हमारी सीवेज निस्तारण की जो प्रक्रिया थी उसमें तकरीबन 90 से 100 MLD तक ही हम निस्तारण करा पा रहे थे, तो अब वर्ष 2019 में जब हम शुरुआत कर रहे हैं तो इसमें तकरीबन 250 से 300 MLD और क्षमता जोड़ते हुए हम 430 MLD तक की क्षमता का सीवेज का निस्तारण कर पाएंगे, जिससे गंगा की निर्मलता में बहुत बड़ा योगदान आएगा. हमारा एक नया सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट गोइठा में आ गया है. दीनापुर में जो क्षमता वृद्धि हुई है और 80 नाले के ट्रीट करने के लिए रमना में जो हम STP बना रहे हैं, उससे गंगा में सीवर से जो प्रदूषण हो रहा था उससे मुक्ति मिलेगी.
In December 2015, Prime Minister Modi and his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe had come to the famed Dasashwamedh Ghat together. They also signed an MOU to develop Varanasi into a smart city on the model of Kyoto. Modernization, waste management and preservation were accorded top priority. Preserving the magical brilliance is the way forward. Hopes revive of Varanasi glowing brighter than ever on the back of a rich heritage.
In this episode, we have looked at the most rarest and most unique of flora and fauna that lives around and inside River Ganga.
looking ahead towards the 5th introductory episode to the Meri Ganga Quiz. So keep watching. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.